This is Alan Safran. About a week or 10 days ago, I got an email where one of our staff was really proud of a shout out in the Daily. One of the tutors said a student had come back from class and said, "Look, miss, I got my first 100 on a quiz." And the person who sent it to me was very excited about that news, and so was I, but I said, that's Saga 101. And then I challenged site directors and others to say, what is a Saga 201 kind of comment? What's a Saga 301 kind of comment? I got input from a number of people. Nobody had it exactly the way I see it, but I want to share that with you in hopes that it becomes a very inspiring kind of message at this holiday season and for the remainder of the school year. So Saga 101, what we look for from every student is they come back from class saying, look, I got my first 100 ever in math. I'm so excited. That's great. Nothing to be taken away from that. Terrific news. But Saga 201 is that same kid who in tutorial starts to struggle and is not embarrassed about the struggle, not embarrassed about making mistakes in front of the tutor or in front of the other student, actually understands that struggling is where learning occurs, takes home a problem, comes back the next day and says, Miss, can you give me one more hint, takes it back the next day, and just persists. And that student keeps persisting and persisting, and in the persisting, learns the muscle of problem solving and going through struggle as the secret to learning. That's Saga 201. We want kids to reach that level too. Saga 301 is that same student who got the 100 on the math test, who persists through struggle, no longer embarrassed by mistakes, sees the student next to him or her and says, I was just like that student 4 months ago. That student's embarrassed to make mistakes. That student doesn't understand that struggle is powerful. I'm going to mentor that student. I'm going to lift that student's life, just like my life has been lifted. That's Saga 301. That's what we aspire to. Saga, transform a student, transform a life. We want our students to become the people who lift the kid next to them in tutorial to a higher level. That's what we dream about. I hope you achieve that for one of your students this year, two of your students, or all of your students this year. That's our dream. Have a happy holiday.